Hello guys, happy blessed Tuesday and welcome to Storyteller's Corner, and we have a brand new story, and it's about a young boy from Portsmouth in England who wants to join a pirate ship. His name is young Davy Toff. Davy Toff. So let's get into this, guys. Young Davy Toff and the Call of the Sea. The morning mist clung to the docks of Portsmouth, England like a secret refusing to leave. Gulls cried overhead and the smell of salt, tar and adventure filled the air. Among the coils of rope and creaking crates stood young Davy Toff, barefoot, sleeves rolled up, eyes fixed on the tall mast swaying gently in the harbour. Davy was no more than 12, small for his age but sharp as a ship's compass needle. His father had been a dock worker, lost to the sea years before, and his mother took in washing to keep their tiny room above the fishmonger's shop. Yet the sea had never taken Davy's hope, only to plant it deeper. Every evening after chores were done, Davy would listen to the sailors' tales, the stories of the sea. Islands with sand like golden dust, storms that spoke in thunder, and freedom that stretched as wide as the horizon. One ship drew his gaze more than any other, the Black Gull. Her hull dark as night, her sails patched but proud. She was no navy ship, nor a merchant vessel. Whispered words followed her name: pirate, privateer, trouble. Davy didn't care. She looked alive. That very morning a voice rasped behind him. "Staring won't get you aboard, lad." Davy spun around to see Captain Elias Crow, a tall man with a weather-beaten face, a silver ring in his ear, and eyes that had seen too much sea to be fooled by fear. "I can work, sir," Davy blurted. "I can tie knots, scrub decks, climb rigging, and I don't eat too much." The captain studied him, not with cruelty, but with the careful weighing of a man who knew storms when he saw them. "Pirate's life isn't stories and song," Crow said quietly. It's hunger, loss, and hard choices." Davy swallowed, then lifted his chin. So he's staying here." A long silence passed. The gulls cried again. Finally the captain nodded. "Very well, Davy Toff of Portsmouth. You sail as a cabin boy. You listen, you learn, and you earn your place." Davy's heart leapt like a fish breaking the surface. As the Black Gull pulled away from the dock, ropes splashing in the sea, Davy stood at the rail, the town shrinking behind him. Fear fluttered in his chest, but excitement burned brighter. He didn't know yet of the trials ahead, the cruel first mate who tested him, the storm that would nearly claim the ship, or the choice that would only one day make him more than just a boy on a deck. But as the wind filled the sails, Davy smiled. For the first time in his life he wasn't watching the horizon, he was sailing towards it. The Black Gull cut through the grey waters of the English Channel like a blade, her patched sails snapping in the cold wind. Davy stood on the deck at dawn, hands red from scrubbing planks, heart still racing from the thrill of his first night at sea. He had barely slept. Below deck the ship groaned and sighed as if it whispered old secrets. The crew were a rough collection of men, a few women, each marked by scars, missing fingers or eyes, that never fully rested. They laughed loudly, argued often, and watched Davy with interest, as if deciding whether the sea would keep him or swallow him. "Boy," barked Mr. Hargreaves, the one-eyed first mate, "fetch the captain's coat and be quick about it." Davy ran. Captain Crow stood alone in his cabin, studying something by lantern light as Davy entered. The captain quickly rolled the object away, but not before Davy caught a glimpse of yellowed parchment. Edges burnt, symbols drawn in ink so their faded looked like a shadow. "I didn't see anything, sir," Davy said at once. Crow paused and gave a smile. "Good. Curiosity keeps a sailor alive. Loose lips get him killed." As Davy handed over the coat, the ship suddenly lurched. A cry rose from the deck. "Sails off the port board! Sails off the port bow!" Crow stormed out, Davy at his heels. The other ship was no merchant vessel, her colours were false, her cannons real. A chase began. Wind howling, ropes creaking, the sea rising like an angry beast. During the chaos, Davy was knocked hard against a crate that burst open. Inside lay old books, rustled instruments, and the parchment, a map. Without thinking, Davy grabbed it as the crate slid towards the rail. The ink shimmered strangely as if the lines were alive. A single marking caught his eye, an island shaped like a broken tooth, circled in red. The chase ended as suddenly as it began. The enemy ship turned away, vanishing into the mist. That night, unable to sleep, Davy studied the parchment by moonlight. In the corner, written a hand long dead, were the words, "He who seeks this gold must lose something dear." Footsteps creaked behind him. Captain Crow stood there silent. "You weren't meant to find it yet," he said. Davy's hand trembled. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't mean." Crow held up an hand. His eye was not angry, they were troubled. "Then it seems," the captain said slowly, "the sea has chosen you." He took the map back, rolled it carefully, and added, "That treasure has ruined better men than me. If you stay aboard this ship, Davy Toff, you won't just be chasing gold." He leaned closer. "You'll be chasing truth." Outside, the waves slapped the hull like a warning. As far away, an island waited. There you go, guys. Join me for chapter 2 tomorrow. The Port of Broken Oath. So let's see how young Davy Toff gets on. He's at his first night at sea. He's found a map. And let's see how he gets on. The poor little boy, he's only a young little lad with seasoned sailors, a seasoned crew of old sailors. So let's wish him good luck in chapter 2 and let's see how he gets on. So anyway, guys, that's it. This is our new story, The Adventures of Young Davy Toff. So hope you're going to enjoy this. His adventure on the ice seas and pirate and treasure chests full of gold. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And join me for Topsy Tickle tonight. Topsy Tickle. Excuse me, guys. Topsy Tickle Down, chapter 29. The way back was not the same way out. So there you go, guys. Join me for that tonight. And until then, have a lovely Tuesday. Bye bye now. God bless us all. Bye bye.